Hello and welcome back to Choice Bits of Bliss. My name is Cilla. In today's video, we are doing our first installment of Tool Time Tuesday. And this is from the wonderful brain of Jeannie Linguini. That is her YouTube name. She thinks of great ways to get us engaged, involved, and using our supplies. This year, she is launching Tool Time Tuesdays for us to start focusing on using tools in our inventory. For January, we're going to be using templates, and I have a stitching template that I'm going to be using. Now, this is, honestly, I don't even remember where I got this from, but it has an array of different designs inside. Now it's a 12 by 12 template, as well as being able to stitch around a border. So I'm going to do my hole piercing using this guide, and I will do my stitching all off the camera because nobody wants to watch all that. What I'm going to use is this beautiful gingham from Make It Merry. Now this is from the kit that I was using for my December album, and this was one of the leftover papers that I said, you know what, I love gingham, I'm keeping this. So I'm using that this month. I'm going to do my stitching with some red embroidery thread, red floss on this white. And then when I come back, that much will have been completed and we will start building our layout. As I'm looking at this, what I've done so far on this layout, I like it. I love the gingham, you know I do. But it's very red. I mean, that is pretty much the only color aside from the photos that's on this layout. And I wanted to bring something else in. Now I know, excuse me, when I took these photos of my youngest son, and on this day, it was just he and I that had gone to Rock City in Chattanooga, that it's fall in these photos. And that was part of the reason why I wanted to go, is because Chattanooga it's about an hour north of where we lived, and they get color just about a week before we get it. So, you know, I love fall, and I start getting fall anxious. I'm ready to see leaves changing, and we went to Rock City just for that, mostly for that reason, was to see the leaves changing color. And they really didn't have a ton of color at the time, but you know what, it wasn't a wasted trip. Okay, so this is basically says where we were, so I don't need to say that again. And as I'm going back to the fact that there's just this one primary color, red, I could go off in a few directions. I could make this primary. I could do the red, yellow, and blue, or I could do what's across from red, which is green. And then I started thinking, you know, it's fall, and red is in one of the colors of fall. It's in that spectrum. So I thought I would just pull some of these that I bought in July when I went to the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo. I can't remember how much I paid for these. It wasn't very much at all. But anyway, I want to play with these elements to start bringing in more color. And I decided I wanted to use this Thankful as my title. We're just going to set that right there above the photo. And I want to start building around it because I have all of these little bits to play with. And we're just going to add a little bit of fun to and just kind of build this out just a little bit, just to make it a little more dynamic. Now this has got yellow and yellow bumped against each other. I don't want that, so we're going to separate that with a leaf of a different color. There we go. And I like this heart, if I can get my fingers to pick it up. So we're going to add it right here around this pumpkin. And we're going to add another leaf here. See? So that's just, it looks more full. I like that. And down here at the bottom, we're just going to do a diagonal style. I'm going to create another cluster. Now this is already all done for me. I love that. I'm going to do a little bit of a journaling spot underneath it. And I want it to come down to the stitching, but I want it to be straight. There we go. That's straight. And let's see. I have this little cluster of floral bits that I'm going to just slide in here. And I have an acorn and another leaf that I can fill out around here. And this says thankful, grateful, blessed. We're going to slide it here. And that, my friends, is my layout. I used a template to do my stitching, and then I just built a layout, and I will do my journaling here. Thank you so much for joining me with Tool Time Tuesday, and we will chat again soon. Bye-bye.